Good morning, Thriving Warriors and those who wish they were. Let's see, I'm wearing my Thriving Warrior shirt today. How's that? Cool. Why? Because we're expecting a visit from Valerio Zanoli and Davide. Two very important people for what we do. So, Alexa, what's the date?
It's Wednesday, September 28th.
Great. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 6:23 a.m. Enjoy your morning, Edward.
Okay, and Alexa, what is the weather forecast? Alexa, what is the weather forecast?
In Amargosa Valley, it's 63 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly cloudy skies. Today, you can look for some sun and thunderstorms with a high of 94 degrees and a low of 62 degrees.
Interesting. Okay, so here we are at Department of Career Services. Good morning, Jeff, where our goal is to help you get from point A to point B, from where you are to someplace better. And once again, we do this through many ways. The first is this daily podcast, this 10-minute-ish sort of, but not really 10 minutes long, podcast that has links and routes to other things. So for example, we have a motivational video. There's a link down below. Please subscribe and click on the bell so you get notification. There is a link to the TED Talk that goes along with our basic training course, our 4-week basic training course. Today, it's Simon Sinek. There's links to some of the services we provide, which includes housing, clothing, food, hygiene, medical, mental health, career planning, foundational employment, and skills training. And there is also a blog, some information from Seth Godin, someone who's also very important to what we do. So at 2 minutes and 24 seconds into it, let's get started. Let's get ready to rumble. Well, that's not very good. TED Talk. So yesterday we had Seth Godin talking about the tribes we lead, or tribes. This week, the idea is, how do you get people to do what you want? How do you get power? Power is just the ability to get people to do what you want. In business, it's called management. In the military, it's called leadership. Leaders and managers do the same thing. They get people to do what they want. And that's what power is, getting other people to do what you want. Week number 3 is where we learn how to get people to do what we want. We started with David Logan. Very simple. Join a tribe, nudge it forward. Join a tribe, nudge it forward. Well, we always join tribes. We're members of many, many tribes. Our work tribe, our play tribe, our church tribe, our family tribe, our friends tribe, our school tribe. We're members of lots of different types of tribes. David Logan says, if you want power, if you want people to do what you want, join a tribe and nudge it forward. Okay, that's by de facto, default, by definition. It's not hard to join a tribe. The thing that's hard is to have the proper amount of light in here. The challenge is, how do you nudge? So I'm kind of squeezed out of the room. How do you nudge? And so then we turn to Seth Godin, who has a 4-step process on how to nudge. First of all, you find something to change, because you can't get people to do what you want if they're doing what they were doing before that. 1, tell a compelling story. 3, connect the true believers, and as importantly, maybe more importantly, ignore the non-true believers. 4, lead them. That's the Seth Godin 4-step thing on how do you nudge people. Do those 4 things and you will nudge them. Okay, so today, now of those, what's hard? It's not hard to lead. It's hard to not fail when you lead, but that's tomorrow's topic, so take that one off. Is it hard to find something to change? Not really. You can look around, ask around. Not hard to find something to change, so that's not hard. Is it hard? Cut. Is it hard to connect to true believers? No, that's not really hard at all. It's harder to ignore the non-true believers because we tend to want to argue with them or persuade them that they should be followers. What's left? Telling a compelling story. And guess what? That's our topic for today, how to tell a compelling story. That's Simon Sinek. And just rushing ahead, just so you know what to look for in there, because they don't do these TED Talks for us. We use the TED Talks to support what we're doing. So the message from Simon Sinek is, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. So the compelling story has to be, very simply, why we need to change the status quo. Not how we're going to change it, not what we're going to change, why we need to change the status quo. And then, good morning, Diana. And then you say to people, who's coming with me? You do the Jerry Maguire, who's coming with me? You do the ask, who's coming with me? Okay, so that's that on that. And that other thing, we're 6:21 into it. Some of the messages from today's motivational video. It's simple. I should probably, from now on, going to start. Also, make sure, remind people, have a pen, paper, write stuff down, because every time you see something, say something, hear something, you make another copy of your brain. So you have the ability to A, remember it, and B, internalize it, and C, make it a habit. It doesn't help if your unconscious behavior is contradictory with your conscious goals. You can't have a conscious goal to get in shape, but have unconscious habits of eating crap and smoking. So one of the things we do up here to help people is we don't have sugar, we don't have bread. Rather than saying to people, sugar is bad, sugar is poison, bread is bad, it's just wasted calories, it's sugar. It's rather than just saying that, we don't have it around. We let people have coffee made the proper way, 16-to-1 ratio, water to coffee, and get people to understand bitter is not better, bitter is not stronger. Bitter coffee is bitter. It's not supposed to be bitter, it's supposed to have flavor. You're not supposed to need creamer in it. You want more caffeine? Have 2 cups of coffee. Okay, anyway, 7:51 into it. Our message is becoming successful or getting from point A to point B is simple. That doesn't mean it's easy, it just means it's simple. And the simple little breadcrumb bleep for today, Professor Nancy Kane breadcrumb bleep, easy to follow, is don't stop. Just don't stop. Yesterday the message was it's simple, jump. Before that, it was simple. Have a goal. Before that, have a dream. If you have a dream, you have a goal, do a couple more things, visualize it, plan it, et cetera, and then you jump, you start. But then the thing is, don't stop. Let the enemy stop. As Wilnick says in the thing, let the enemy stop. You don't stop. You don't stop, you don't rest until the enemy is completely destroyed. And that goes back to a comic strip. I've seen the enemy. Wow, must be something in the air. I've seen the enemy, and the enemy is us. True. Our thinking makes it so. We overthink things. And let's see. Be tired of being average. Be tired of being average. Rather than being tired of your life sucks, be tired of being average. Don't stop. Do more than other people. Another key note out of this was feelings are not facts. Feelings are not facts. Now we're going to get feelings are crucial, but we have to get that feelings are not facts. Just because you feel something, it doesn't mean it's a fact. All right. So these are just little tidbits to get you to want to investigate, to listen to the video, to watch the Simon Sinek thing. and to look at Seth Godin. Logistics versus and innovation. Logistics versus and innovation. When innovation arrives, the logistics people have to scramble to keep up because innovation always makes it hard to do things the way we used to. Right, by definition. Over time, an innovative company thrives if it can get its logistics in order, ship the right stuff to the right people on time and on budget. Once this happens, it often means that the logistics people gain in power and influence. After all, they pulled off a miracle. The miracle was the idea of the innovation. Then, when the next innovation shows up, the logistics voices in the room are likely to have more say in what happens next. Ugh. That's why upstarts who feel like they have nothing to lose are so much more likely to innovate. They don't realize how hard it is going to be. Innovation doesn't work without logistics. Okay, so let's go back to that second to last paragraph. Then, okay, I'll go before. Once this happens, that stuff is delivered, it often means that the logistics people gain in power and influence. After all, they pulled off a miracle. They got it done. Nothing happens till something is sold, but you got to ship it. Then when the next innovation shows up, the logistics voices in the room are likely to have more say in what happens next. Which could be, well, there's logistics problems. That's why upstarts who feel like they have nothing to lose are so much more likely to innovate. They don't realize how hard it is going to be. Innovation doesn't work without logistics. Okay, thank you, Seth, for that. And here we are at the bingo, bango, bongo time. Yesterday, Navy SEAL maxim, yesterday was the only easy day. Make today a little bit, oops, I should have done that a long time ago. Yesterday was the only easy day. Maybe put the camera back a little bit. You can see the Thriving Warrior logo on the shirt, thanks to Valerio and Mark Rowland for the design. Yesterday was the only day, easy day, make it a little bit harder. How do I do that? Well, here's one way. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Sort of like innovation, doing things differently. If you do it the same every day, you can't have yesterday as the only easy day. You have to innovate. You have to change. You have to do. So get comfortable being uncomfortable. How do I do that? Well, one way is to embrace the suck. Embrace the suck. God, this sucks. Yeah, okay, cool. Embrace it. Another way. What's another way? Don't compare yourself to other people. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday. Just say, okay, what did I do yesterday? Okay, great. I just need to do a little bit more of that. And an easy way to break that down is through the examine. But you can look at where did I fall short and just kind of eliminate the areas where you fell short. Don't try to do more on the stuff you did well at. Try to do less stuff not well. Choose another way to embrace. Another way is to embrace the suck. I think I said that. God, this sucks. Yeah. Okay. Embrace the suck. Don't compare yourself to other people. Choose the hard path. H-O-R-D-S. H-O-R-D-S. H. Humility. Have humility. That's one way to make yesterday the only easy day. Work hard. Hard work. Take ownership. Take responsibility. Have discipline and sacrifice. And what else? Have a goal. Have to have a goal. Finally, be more samurai. So here we are, 1425 into it. And I think we can now say, and cut. Cut.